like really not love myself enough. And I would go as far to say that I didn't like myself. And we can go into a whole hour conversation on like why that was and how I was conditioned to not like myself through the environments that I was in, but I didn't like myself. And so I normalized having people around me that didn't like me. And I had no real, I would say, discernment on what I was doing and like my own patterns and my own cycles and how that was impacting my life by maintaining these relationships. And so I used to have people around me that didn't like me because I didn't like me. And I didn't realize that they didn't like me until some pretty drastic stuff happened where it was just kind of like in your face, undeniable, unbelievable. And I really mourn for that woman who it just took so long to realize that, like those people did not like you. In fact, I think they may have hated you. And I don't know why people want to be around people that they don't like, but it happens. I think a lot of it is like envy and like sort of wanting to prop yourself up by putting other people down. It's just a little theory, but yeah, I used to hang around people who didn't like me. It's really sad, actually. It's really sad. But now I have developed on that part of the journey where I am continuing to invest in myself and continuing to love myself more and more every day. Like I literally wake up as a new person every single day. I feel like I'm getting so many like spiritual downloads from God, like just revealing so many things to me and like how I'm blocking myself by continuing certain patterns. And if I want to move in different directions, this is what I would need to fix. And this is the path I need to go. Like I'm really, really, really grateful for the investment that God has had with me. And I am just kind of following that. And I'm really grateful for the time that I have because I understand that time is like a luxury and a privilege. So I'm super grateful for the time that I have to spend with God because I truly do believe like the more time that you spend with God, the more you invest in God, the more God invests in you. And so I feel like God is making a huge investment in me. So that way I can be the child that God needs me to be to complete whatever mission of why I'm here, like on this earth. And so, yeah, I'm really, I'm very, 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 very spiritual. And that wasn't necessarily the case 3 years ago or 2 years ago. And so like, even like I'm more spiritual than I was like yesterday, you know? So like every day it's just, I'm connecting deeper, I'm getting deeper. I'm just loving my time that I get with like nature and animals and God and birds. I have blue jays in my backyard. I have cardinals. I have hummingbirds. Like, guys, this morning I woke up to a hummingbird and you can just hear the noise, like the little, it's just so beautiful to be able to sit in silence, to be able to really reap the rewards of the benefits of what it feels like to really be grateful for God's blessings. And so I'm trying to live in gratitude for all of the internal, material, external, emotional, spiritual gifts that God has granted me. And so many of us, and I am just in awe more and more every single day by like the little minute things that happen in life. And I soak it in and I act like it was my first time ever breathing this crisp air. Like I'll act like this is my first time ever having like this glass of OJ. It is so fresh. Like I'll even add like a little fresh mint, and like I'll cut up an orange and like make a little orange character and put it on my drink, maybe add a splash of sparkling soda. Like I will really like create that ice and put like different fruits in the ice, like orange juice ice, and like I'll really take life to the absolute next craziest level within the minute small things that just really like blow up my personal day. And I really can't I don't think I can explain how I got here in such a short video or within such a short time frame that I have with this right now. But I mean, I think that the moment I started the gratitude train of being intentional about saying, God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And like really feeling that thank you and like really believing it, and then just like really listing like, God, you know what, my lungs work today, I can breathe today, God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like the moment I was like, oh my gosh, you know what, the things that I thought that I wanted last year, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, the people that I thought that I wanted, God was like, my child, my child, slow down, like I got you. Trust me. And that whole halt situation, that whole removal situation, that whole protection that God has had in my life, I have to say, chef's kiss. God, thank you. Because what I thought I wanted is not the thing that I needed. And God gave me what I needed and not what I wanted, because God sees so much more than I do. And I'm just like, that little bing, like that little, oh, okay, like that is everything to me, because the fact that I have such an amazing presence watching over me, investing in me, parenting me essentially, and revealing things to me, and protecting me. Like, God, I'm so thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because like, why am I this special? I really do like sit in gratitude, like, me too. And I think that that's really the sauce of being in the moment, being present, taking slices of joy where you can, is being close to God, and really being close to God. Because I know I grew up in a church. Okay. My mom is a minister and a pastor. She's ordained, right? So I grew up in the church around so many people who said they were close to God, but were not. And because I'm so empathetic to energy and to like lies, and like I could tell if someone doesn't even believe what they're saying. And so when it came to growing up in a church, there was just a majority of people who went to church they weren't there because of a true hardcore belief. They were there because they had to be there, or they were there out of like guilt, or they were there out of like fear. And so I grew up in these environments where I was like understanding and like navigating that at such a very young age that I turned my back on God. Because if all of these adults who I'm supposed to believe they're smarter than me, they know more than me, they're teaching me, they're raising me, they're in my community, if they don't even believe in you, because I can tell they don't, why should I? And so I actually had to find God on my own outside of the church. I had to talk to God on my own outside of the church. I had to build my own individual relationship with God first, before I really re-entered my religious space with my community. And it's just a different ballgame at that point. Like, it's feeling protected by God feels different. Like, I'm walking differently. I'm walking more confidently. I'm walking, like back more straight. Like, I'm experiencing more joyfulness and warmth and passion and love. Like, I'm a completely different human than I was when I did not feel connected. And I think a lot of people right now want to feel this connectivity, this connectedness, and they look for it in all of the wrong places. Like, they're looking for that intimacy and that connectedness by using their bodies to kind of get a piece of that, because, the closest and most intimate thing is also the thing that people are using to hurt each other or to manipulate or to have a false moment of what they think that love is. And when they're not connected to God and what love truly is, they never will experience the intimacy that they're truly craving. And it's sad because, like, there's just so many traps in our society that will keep people entertained or keep people lost or keep people chasing or keep people in cycles. And, like, literally the answer is walk with God. And you really don't, if you don't know it, you don't know it when you don't know it, but when you know it and you're walking with God, you're like, oh, this is definitely different. This feels different. I'm different. Everything has been revealed to me. People have been revealed to me. I'm literally so much more protected. It's different. And, like, coming from someone who grew up in a church, didn't really have any core beliefs when I was younger, and then finding my way back to God, and then sitting here talking to you guys today, like, this is no cap. Like, this is no cap. This is not random. We are not randomly here, right? So however you choose to connect to that higher power, that life force energy, connect. Because when you're not connected, you're weaker. When you're not connected, you're easily fooled. When you're not connected, you are constantly just chasing the things that you want to chase for yourself and not for a higher purpose. And so you're never going to be satisfied. It's just an insatiable hunger that you'll always have. And, most likely, if you don't learn the lessons on this timeline, you will have to continue to repeat whatever cycles that you're repeating until you get with it, So that's what I truly believe. Take it how you want to take it. But I say this to you to kind of bring in that connectivity and that closeness and that peek into someone like me and how I had to connect and how it's radically changed my life. Like, it's literally a testimony. And when I do decide to release a book, which I will, you guys will really see the different testimonies in my life of how I was literally saved by God on so many different occasions. Like, I could have died on multiple occasions. I would say there's 3 instances where I really could have died. I would say there was multiple instances where people had ill intentions and didn't reveal it to me, but God did, just a load of things. So I hope that made sense. I don't mean to get preachy on here, but I just felt like I needed to share that message today. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.